I don't think so. I think everything's heightened. I was with an Irish journalist yesterday, and he's saying about the flat caps and the old cars. I did an episode of Alias, right, that wasn't a joke a while ago, and it was meant to be set in a pub in Dublin, and all they were missing was a horse. I mean, there was straw, there was people taking bites, it was really smoky, it looked like the 1950s, but this is sort of heightened, so yeah, it's playing with stereotypes, if anything, but...
There are horses in the centre of Dublin.
Are there really? Yeah, but in pubs?
Sometimes.
Really?
They run them. They run the pubs. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just as well, in the movie you dance, and we kind of saw a little bit of David Brent in your moves. Did you invoke the character of David Brent for that?
That was a little... I did that song and dance many times. I didn't complain once, did I?
You did not.
And that was Little Ad Lib. That
yeah, the rest
James
of the dance is
in.
choreographed, but that bit is just pure Ricky.
Yeah, and it's
That's his only move. That's all he can do. That's
exactly.
Ricky dancing. That's it.
That's my best dancing.
James told us earlier that you might have been a little bit more difficult to work with than the gaggle of Muppets he had to.
He would never say that. He would never say that.
No, there is only one particular character that was really hard to work with. Super difficult to work with.
But
Everybody knows who it is. Let's just get it out in the open.
well, we're not going to say her
It
name.
is-
An introduction.
Right on cue, Pig.
My ears are burning. What are you talking about, moi?
Nothing happened. It's fine.
Welcome.
Nothing.
No.
Nice to see you.
Really?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ricky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Miss
Hello.
Piggy.
Hi, person over there. I don't know your name.
Hello.
This is Edith.
That is
Piggy.
idiot.
This is Edith.
This is Edith.
Nice
She's
to
not
meet
with me, by
Yeah.
the way. Not really.
Kept us apart. Next question. Gentleman here with the hat on, please. I'm going to come to you next.
That's a nice hat, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
How am I looking? I can't see.
Guys, congratulations on a brilliant film. And Piggy, wonderful to have you here, the Ultimate Diva, finally in the room. My question, I guess, is to Kermit and Piggy. I'm actually getting married next week, and I wondered, as one of the world's highest profile celebrity couples, if you had any particular advice for me, Piggy, perhaps my beautiful soon-to-be wife, and Kermit, for me as a soon-to-be husband.
I think I need some advice from you. and you're lovely because you're engaged and I'm not.
Response, Kermit?
I advise full compliance. I think it's really the only way to go in a modern marriage. But are you marrying a barnyard animal or just like a human woman?
A beautiful human woman.
Oh, good. Well, yeah.
No
Still applies,
complications
though.
there. Have you noticed that in the Muppet movies, when they get married and have children, it's either a pig or a frog. Mm-hmm. There's no hybrid, weird abomination, pog or frig.
That's
Frig.
true.
We've got 3 frigs.
The places you could go with that. My goodness.
I like the colour swap. That's my favourite thing.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
The gentleman with the stripy jumper up the back there, please.
This is a question for Ricky. I would like to know, what is for you the true spirit of the Muppets?
I think trying your hardest and optimism. I think that the acceptance. I love that sort of, not intentionally, but that acceptance of difference that isn't even commented on, other than a good thing. Vive la difference. I like the fact that they struggle. I've always liked the struggle. I do it in comedy a lot. I think it's essential. I learned that from Laurel and Hardy. The beautiful thing about those was the fact they were precarious. They could fall at any moment, and I love the relationship. So I think that, and optimism. It's another thing I've always supported. Even someone like David Brent. I like David Brent because he made a fool of himself and then he got back up. And I think that's the spirit of the Muppets, which is lovely. And then it's fun deconstructing that for an adult audience. That nice little not cynicism but awareness of this magical world.
It's about trying your best, I think, in many ways. Trying your best is very important, and that applies for me not only to the characters, the Muppets, but also to our human stars. That I don't want you to be able to sing and dance perfectly. It's about trying your best, and that's really the most important thing to me. And that's lucky for you.
Wow.
The real spirit of the Muppets is flawless beauty. Okay.
Oh, and that, of course, that as well, yeah.
James, can I ask you just
Yes.
just taking aside our incredible cast of stars that we have here, but you have an amazing selection of cameos
We do.
in the film as well. How do you decide that? How does that come about? Is that a script stage?
Yeah, I mean, it works both ways in a degree, but largely we write those roles in the script, and often we even write the name of this particular person. And what we find is that because there's a great love for the Muppets, people we ask tend to say yes, which is really rare. I know, I've done it many times in other situations when it's very hard. So it's amazing where we write as, a number for Piggy, and we want someone to sort of be her fairy godmother, her advisor, spiritual advisor about love and relationships. And you think, well, who would be amazing? Maybe Celine Dion, write that in there, Celine Dion. And then you phone her up and she goes, yeah, I'll definitely do that, no problem. And it's amazing. That never, ever happens. So, yeah, it's really like that.
The selection of Russian inmates is just the most
Yes, it's an interesting crowd, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Season.
Yes.
Gentleman down the front here.
I'm a little confused because Rolf speaks and Fufu doesn't. So if you can explain that. And also, just quickly, my wife and I have agreed that if we have a boy, we're going to call him Kermit, but we don't know what we'd call the girl.
You're not going to pin that on the poor boy, are you?
So
I'm
advice on
flattered,
a girl's name.
Whoa.
I don't think you want to go with Piggy
Fufu's just
somehow.
a pet. Yeah.
Fufu's just a pet.
Yeah.
She's hardly sentient. You know?
Yeah.
Rolf's an old piano-playing dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we need to
Very
explain that any
different.
further.
I think it is
Very
very
It's
obvious.
obvious.
Done. Next question.
Yeah.